All right, looking good in here. Looking really good in here. Welcome and welcome back. I'm BK, and in this episode of My Cartoon Life, we're gonna finish the storage trunk section of our car camper. Right now we're headed to Home Depot to get some supplies to finish the trunk. The tire won't fit. We need to get some braces like this. Sweet, we found them here. That's sick. Online it said they didn't carry them. These are the exact ones we wanted. It's so windy, but you know, the show must go on. The video, like my last video, was terrible because of how windy it was. And I don't know, the show must go on. I'm sorry. Taking this out, I realized that we could just do this. It's sort of way better, right? You know, we'll have to modify it so the battery fits differently still, but you know, we just go like that. It's hard to get the drill I have in here, so it's about all we got. But I think if we get these L brackets on this side, it'll strengthen it, and then that should be strong enough to do what we want. You know, that didn't turn out too bad. It's pretty strong now. It would have been stronger, I think, if we kept a long beam along the bottom. So, I mean, if we rebuilt this, that's what we would have done, is done a beam all the way along the bottom and then floored up to there. And then we could have put the second beam on top and then started with the trunk. But, you know, we're learning as we go. And I'm pretty happy with this. This is strong enough for what I need it to be. I believe I can still sit on that. I'm going to try. If we have to, we'll reinforce it. I'm thinking now, if we sort of justify this to the right, then that leaves us plenty of room to do something with the battery. I'll put the battery in there just to make sure. But yeah, I think that might be the route, because then this can sit up nice like this. And then, yeah, battery. And, you know, even later we might refloor this so it goes all the way. I don't know. Probably not, but yeah, I think that's the move. We're just going to justify it on one side. So this is going to work a lot better. Our issue now is that we need to figure out exactly how we're going to keep this level and strong, because we put stuff on it, you know. Recently we converted this 2007 Toyota Yaris into a car camper, and today we're going to redo the storage section so that way we can have enough space to store our tires and the rest of our tools. After that, we're going to start planning on how we can actually live in here. In a couple days, we're going to get a mattress. And yeah, the whole goal is to just start figuring out how we're actually going to live in here. So here's the plan. 1/2 inch and then two 2x4s, so 8.5 inches or something. I don't know, but I have all that stuff. So I was like, okay, why don't we just go 1/4 inch, that one, and then one of those straight across. So I think that's what we're going to do. We don't really have, we still have the saw, but I don't want to set it all up again. So I think what I'm going to do is mate 2 of those boards together with one of these, and then drill that into the bottom of those, and then yeah, then that'll be our platform holder. After messing around for a while, it's been like 40 minutes or so, I tried to mate that together, and then it's just not really level. Now what we're on to is I've come up with this sort of thing. So we're gonna use these L brackets. I'll shift this back and then put another one on the other side so it's down. So then this will be kind of, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that works. We have to put another beam here to support it, but basically I'm just kind of testing it out. Once we know this will work, we're just gonna need to get this size, the right size. But I want to use this today, so 8th time's the charm, right? So we're gonna put the L brackets on each side here, and then we're gonna do these cuts. I don't know what these are, 3 inches, I don't know, whatever, 8 inches or something. And then, yeah, I'll kind of come off a little bit off this board and then anchor that in, and then anchor those on the side with L brackets. And that should be the good level surface. All right, we have all the pieces together now. So yeah, these are like the base feet, and then this will bolt up here, but at its full length, obviously. Ta-da! The greatest thing we've ever created! Yeah! Okay, I'll mark it this time. All right, moment of truth. Is it gonna close? So I think what this is gonna have us end up doing is we'll floor out the bottom area here so we can pop the battery up and then build a strap for it so it can't ever fall up. And then, yeah, then we can put some tools here, and if we cut this to the right size, we can fit this better in here. But I'm happy with how it's turned out. So now we have all of our tools, actually everything except a jack, which we should get I want a smaller jack. We have a big hydraulic jack. Ready for deliveries to earn some monies, to buy stuff to upgrade it's like a game. It's a game. Just drove a little ways and there's like a squeaking going on. So I think it's the tire, but it could be what's it called? The drill. So I'm gonna check that out. All right, we just completed our first delivery with the new storage section. And it works well. The bump up is good. Nothing slid around. I'm really not driving like a maniac, but we do have problems on hills. Like we got a rever, but that's just, I think, low horsepower, very light type thing. And I didn't like that. Seemed like something's not. I mean, there's a lot we can improve on, but we don't have a lot of time, so we're just gonna have to keep iterating as we go and tackling each in necessity, you know, like we needed a bed, we needed the storage, necessities completed, we're ordering our bed, tent is the next thing we need, so we're working to earn some money for that. We're gonna have to do some test days where we go off and camp, you know, maybe start outside and then I want to completely, you know, we're gonna have to figure out what clothes we wear. We need to figure out, you know, I want to keep all like items together. If you have any tips or anything I should be looking into, please let me know. I would greatly appreciate it. So we're waiting for a delivery. Oh, we got a delivery.